Welcome to Cool Explorations.
Censorship has been a hot topic since the federal election in October. The Wexit movement has complained about and accused Prime Minister Trudeau of using censorship to silence the movement. Silencing has been utilized through the mainstream media bailouts, which has resulted in further biased media reporting, which paints the movement in a negative connotation. Another tactic used has been paying Facebook to become pickier about posts and use post minimization to keep anything the federal government does not like down low in the results. Peter Downing and the main Wexit group have rightfully objected to this tactic. Censorship goes against everything that Canadians celebrate as freedoms. In Canada, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, and freedom of belief are all held dear. Without these rights, the country falls to dictatorship. A sad example of this would be Justin Trudeau and the Liberals taking the Rebel News team to court in a shameful attempt to prevent them from reporting on political debates. Thankfully, the judge saw through this tactic and scolded the Liberal Party. The federal government continues to attempt to fool Canadians about the truth of issues by using media-biased arm twisting. Censorship is wrong, despicable, and goes against our constitutional rights. Why would our government be using these tactics? Simple. The Liberal government has shown time and time again that they believe that they are above the law. No punishment and hardly any attention given to these scandals and acts of fraud that would place any regular citizen in jail, but not so for our Prime Minister. Canada rewards his dishonesty with another term of in power, or at least half of our country did. A deplorable moment in our Canadian history. A government so wrought with shady deals, lack of action, favoritism, prejudice, and theft is an embarrassment to our nation. This is the reason why they tend to need to utilize censorship. It is also the reason why we see separatism and sovereignty movements growing in popularity across the Western Canada. If this is a tactic that Peter Downing and Wexit hate so much, and have every right to, then they can be trusted to not use these techniques themselves, correct? One would think, but one would also be wrong. Censorship seems to be a favorite tactic of the Peter Downing team. Any questions not liked get silenced and banned. Any comments not supportive of his leadership get silenced and banned. Any suggestion besides exactly what they wish gets silenced and banned. Get the picture? Well, this kicked it up a notch when Wexit threw down the gauntlet to any and all groups not Wexit. How is this done? It has been done in a few various techniques. First, they refuse to work with, pair with, or even take suggestions or offers for help from any other groups working on separation and sovereignty outside of the scope of their rule. Second, through hateful and spiteful videos of groups that they disagree with. In their video for the Wexit Discord administration group, they not only got the ages incorrect for the two members that they were cyberbullying/defaming, which an age is basic and takes like 2 seconds for you to look up the real ages, so that was just lazy. And this in and of itself discredits them. But they also just spread lies. In the video, which was posted by Kelly Elizabeth of the Wexit leadership team, they took small voice clips and pieced them together to give a prejudicial and bitter tone to their words. These clips were all taken out of context and not even well done at that. It was so sloppy and choppy that it could not have been more obvious. It could have been done by a 5-year-old. This attempt was shameful, spiteful, illegal, and low. Lawsuits for defamation of character may very well follow and would be warranted. Last checked, cyberbullying and defamation of character are both still illegal. The final attempt used was in a video posted on November 14th, 2019. In this video, Wexit calls for people to report anyone who is not fully on board with the movement. People who make comments that may not agree with, comments that question their motives, their leadership, or just suggest a different route. The video words it as reporting questionable content and comments. Who then determines what is questionable? The Wexit leadership group. That's who. Well, if they get to determine what is questionable, is that really any different than what Trudeau is utilizing? One resident in the West has this to say about the video. Okay, so now I'm super confused. Do you want us to be trying to read your posts or look for things for them to get rid of? Sounds so cultish. They don't want anyone to have an opinion that's different. Last checked, Canada was not run by the Scientology cult. In this cult, members are expected to write up a report on any member who says something questionable, talks to someone deemed to be toxic to Scientology, and they are monitored closely through a Dianetics session. In such a session, the person shares their shameful sins and they are used against them later, when they cross the line and are reported, or to force them into remaining. They use it to destroy people's lives when they leave. I bring Scientology up because this overly dramatic video puts out is far too alike by the way Scientology is using to control its members. By demanding that members report other members every time something remotely questionable comes up, they are trying to manipulate and control the people they want support from. Reporting certain comments is not the problem. It is this request and the way it is ambiguously worded, combined with past actions, that really brings up questions of motive and control. If the Wexa group wants to keep itself with a better view to Westerners than Trudeau, then they had best not model strategies after the likes of Scientology and the Liberal government. One thing that needs addressing here, and although not on the same topic, is very important. People have been questioning my loyalty. I'm a very loyal person. I'm loyal to my faith, loyal to my family, loyal to my friends, and loyal to truth and honesty. I'm loyal to the West and making changes in the West that will improve the economy, the lives of Western Canadians, and the future of our Western provinces. I believe in open honesty, trust, and following something I believe in. I fight and work to bring about a brighter future for my children. I am not loyal to people who lie, censor, deceive, and who are egotistical. I do not believe that we need a leader in this movement like we currently have. We need someone who will step forward to guide the movement in the direction that it needs. A leader who will listen to the people, who will show more than just a desire to go federal and can communicate clearly without spouting hate. A leader who does not make us look foolish through little thought-filled actions. When we find someone like that, I will be loyal to that person. Until then, I am loyal to the West as a whole, loyal to figuring out a direction that best suits our needs. With that, I thank you for reading and listening. Stay safe, stay warm, stay true to your beliefs, stay vocal. Don't let yourself be silenced through censorship at any level.
Remember to like and subscribe.